Um, Yesterday, Tracy, Nick, Betsy, and I had a dinner with our interns. And Betsy, Tracy, Nick, and I all tried to sell Michigan winter to Julia because Julia doesn't like a cold weather here. So feel free to share any tips how you guys survive in Michigan during the winter with Julia. And you can read a lot of books during winter here. Yeah. Okay, so back to Natalie. Time flies. It's been past almost 9 weeks since Natalie joined Global Sales, and Natalie met almost 30 Amway colleagues to understand Amway sales plan, product, and solutions, and key initiatives like account management, right? So, today Natalie will share with us some of her ideas how Amway can leverage advanced technology like AI to help our ABOs to stay longer with Amway and grow further. So, please welcome Natalie.
Thank you, HD. So for those who don't know me, I'm Natalie. I'm Natalie Zhang. I go to University of Michigan, Go Blue. I study computer science and data science, double major, and I'm minoring in mathematics and econ. Um, and yeah, let's start. Oh, so my position is a business data analyst here in Global Sales Department. Oh, there we go. Huh? Oh, so the topic of my project is how do we make the AVO stay? My original focus is on developing a comprehensive automated account service and do a little bit of research on Gen AI, as well as provide a little bit about probability modeling. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I jumped right in researching what is AI. So AI is the ability of a digital computer or computer-controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. It is the science of making machines that can think like humans. So basically, it can do things that are considered smart. And the goal for AI is to be able to do things such as recognize patterns, make decisions, and judge like humans. For us in Amway, AI helps us to drive insight into ABO business. And Gen AI, what I'm researching on, is refers to AIs that create new content by extrapolating data, such as the AI chatbot or the reports generator. So let's start off by my definition of what automated account service is, for those of you who don't know. So automated account service for me with AI and data science integration is a comprehensive system designed to guide ABOs through every stage of their business journey. Automated account service utilizes data to analyze ABO performances and use AI to predict trends, answer ABO inquiries, and deliver personalized recommendations, actions, and nudges to drive business growth and operational efficiency. I had a meeting with Ryan Vetter and to discuss on his AI project. And what his team is doing is focusing on how to use AI to help account managers and assist in better assisting the leaders and leader of leaders, so platinum and above. And what my project is doing is to use AI to help those new ABOs who just came in without a really good account manager to help them. But I don't know any new ABOs. So I started knowing their pain points by interviewing a couple of new department employees. Shout out to Morgan Moss who forwarded me this list. Um, and from those interviews, I was able to find some similarities between the new Amway employees, department employees, and the new ABOs. So averagely, it takes 3+ months for a new Amway employee, to fully familiarize with Amway and their jobs. Samely, we can infer to and apply on ABOs is that new ABOs might lose interest or patience with the business during this long process. And second of all, the recruitment and the onboarding process is really different across departments. Similarly, for ABOs, different uplines, they have different methods or strategies in assisting those new ABOs, their downlines for onboarding, which directly affects the ABO retain rate. Third of all, those new employees, they have to make many one-on-one calls and connections for inquiries and just like, ask general questions. And what they said is that the resources are pretty spread out. They have to go to get it themselves, which we can infer on ABOs is that they can't get instant answers for common questions from their upline directly. And they have to go learn it themselves. Maybe it's because their uplines doesn't even know the knowledge because they're new ABOs as well, or maybe their uplines are too busy to give them the instant answer. And from that, I was able to create a persona for new ABOs. Let's say this woman, Jessie, she just came into Amway as a new ABO. And her pain points include she doesn't know where to start, and because she was not well directed by her upline, or she doesn't know how to, gain or retain customers, or she has many instant questions while learning, but her upline is not able to respond, whatever the reason it is, and she doesn't know how she can reach like bronze or like her goals. But why do we care about getting those ABOs or like making them stay? Let's say this woman, she's a platinum and her group size is 200, so she has 200 downlines. And her group was able to sponsor 20 new ABOs this month. We like it because 30% of the sales are from first year ABOs. And ABOs who have been in the business less than 1 year are sponsoring 64% of new ABOs. However, 53% of the ABOs who join Amway leave within a year. So we need to get them back. We do this in two ways. First way, we do it on the ABO side. We enhance their onboarding experience. One of the pain points is they don't know where to start. So let's personalize their training and education to give them, tell them you should start by doing this. So by using AI, we're gonna have a AI-powered learning platform that customized courses based on this ABO's pace and performances. So this little sparkle is an AI-generated courses. So for example, this ABO is on its midway journey. It has a great interest on artistry product, let's say. And by analyzing the performance, our system, our AI system, will be able to feed this ABO with more courses on beauty products. Let's say. And if you guys see that little sparkle button down below, that's the AI chatbot. This is a trained Amway chatbot for providing instant answers to common questions for those new ABOs. So they don't need to reach out to their uplines and wait for their answers for a very easy general question. So this Amway chatbot can answer questions like, oh, can you generate a sales plan for me? Or give me the top 10 sellers of Amway products. And also, if you click on that little button below, sparkle button below, this is a trained Amway report generator for providing customized reports to ABOs. So it will tell you, for example, if you click on the View My Report and under the brand for the artistry product, it will tell you how many artistry product have you sold. And those are the recommended products that the AI recommends you to be selling, or like based on your sales trend, this is your data customized just for you. And besides helping them with the training and courses, we'll be having the customer related service to help those ABO better communicate with their new customers. We'll be having this predictive analytics, which analyze the customer's data, like their buying behaviors, to recommend products to help ABOs to target their market more effectively. And then we're gonna have emails, like AI generated emails, offers, or reminding orders based on the grouped customers, based on their purchasing behaviors. And we're gonna analyze the customer feedback by using the big data catching and reviews to identify the areas of improvement. Let's say we can train our AI model to tell it, so this word is a positive word for Amway and this is a negative word. And these are reviews from our customers. I think that's something in AANA. I interviewed Amara yesterday and I learned that. And we'll be able to learn it and analyze the performance of this ABO. If you see that model right there, this is that AI chatbot, and what is it doing is it is generating a order reminder email for the customer Jerry, and telling this person that, oh, here's a kindly reminder that maybe you're out of your cart blocker. So we have seen you order this stuff, and maybe it's time to order it again. And here are some recommended products for you that you might want to buy with the cart blocker to better improve your health and well-being. A second way is that we want to monitor the performance of those ABOs ourselves to, take actions in advance. What we can do to predict the actions of those ABOs is through a little bit of probability modeling, um, which we can analyze the data through these factors. Let's say how many registered customers has this new ABO done registered in the first 60 days, or like how many ABOs is this new ABO able to sponsor? What's the order by quantity, like the Amway products, or like how much money is this ABO earning? How many times of the Amway website has this ABO visited to see the interest of this ABO on Amway? And what percentage of training courses is this ABO able to complete by the 60 days? So from that, we're able to track their data, and we're able to score them and give them a final score to evaluate if this ABO is quitting Amway or this ABO has a great potential. There we can consider other factors such as, has this ABO made any phone calls to Amway, or how many phone calls has this ABO made, and has this ABO attended any, ABO meetings to track its interest for Amway. It doesn't need to be 60 days, but or we can do it every 60 days. So how will we know that if this ABO has visited Amway website, or like how do we know how many times has this ABO visited Amway website? We do this through the online data tracking. So we're able to track the ABO's front end clicking rate by coding, by adding an event listener in the front end. And we will be able to know how many times a button or a particular site this ABO have clicked through Amway. And from that, we can learn what products had this ABO added to their cart, and what products they ended up purchasing, or what products did they add to their cart, but they ended up discarding them or not wanting them. By that, we can analyze the performance of those ABOs. From the score, we can do churn prediction and prevention. So let's say for ABOs whose score is below 10 out of 35, our automated account service will send a report, an inactive report to their upline, warning the uplines that, oh, this ABO has a great chance of quitting Amway, or like inactiveness. And we will generate or provide a recommend solutions for their uplines and how to retain them, and telling the uplines, go do it now. So let's say this is a report that this ABO has a score of 7 out of 35. We will send that to their uplines and telling them maybe your downline has to sponsor more ABOs, or like maybe your downline has to start earning more money, so to raise their score. Good potential prediction. For those ABOs whose score is pretty high, let's say over 28 out of 35, we want to better help them to become, let's say, silver or platinum. So automated account service will highlight this person in the report, let's say Natalie, and indicating that this ABO has a very great potential of growth. For example, high chance of being a platinum, and generate and provide recommend solutions to help to their uplines on how to develop the skills of these people based on their personal data and performance tracking. Some last words. I know most of my project is strategy based, but I can really envision the application of data and these thoughts in global sales. AI and data science, as we know, have their downsides, but through spending 10 weeks on this project, and by interviewing so many employees, coworkers at Global Sales, I can really see that everyone is looking forward to embrace these new ideas and concepts. Thank you everyone for coming to our project presentation, and I'm always open to any discussions in this area. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Natalie. I don't know if this is working.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we're ready for some questions. If anybody wants to kick us off with the first one. Thanks, Tracy. We can count on you.
Holy smokes, Natalie, this is amazing work. Thank you so much for everything you did. You and Julia have both kept us on our toes and had us thinking. I love the approach you took by looking at new employees versus new ABOs. I think that is a really cool way to create a paradigm or persona without all of the data. I'm curious, though, as to one thing you showed, and I'd like your personal opinion. I noticed you had a little indicator that said this is AI generated. Now, I use a lot of apps and play online games and stuff like that, and I don't know. I can tell, but I don't know exactly what's generated by AI because normally they don't tell me. Do you think it's better to know or not to know if it's an AI-generated response? And I'd like your personal opinion.
It does depend on the situation. It is a very good question. So if I'm writing an essay through AI, I think it's better for my professor not to know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the point. But that's a great question.
What is your favorite Amway product?
Neutralite Card Blocker. So my family has been the biggest customer of Amway since 2008. So when I'm joining Amway, my mom was really excited. She wanted me to take the offer. So yeah, that's where I am.
Natalie, you need to add the little piece you shared with us last night. They don't call it Amway.
Oh, so in China they call it Anli. So Anli right now in China is actually a vocab. So if I said I'm Anli this thing to you, is I'm recommending this product or this location to you, and it's very good. So for example, I'm Anliing that restaurant to you. It means that I'm recommending that restaurant to you. So everyone in China right now use these words. So it's very interesting.
Hey, Natalie, great job. This is Will over here. Curious. Yeah, it's like, yeah, my name is Will. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I've been sober for 7 months. Anyway, curious, the predictable analytics, historically, like data teams have said that's impossible, but do you see any value in your probability scores of the lower like ABOs who don't want to continue their business, evaluating that with a little bit more scrutiny, like market by market? Curious on your that view you had.
Sorry, would you repeat the question one more time?
The one where you won. Yeah, there you go.
This one?
One more.
This one?
One more. Next one. Where you won.
Oh,
You had the highest score. Yeah, so Chris Evans, or whoever that is, like evaluating why people aren't interested in building a business. Just curious your thoughts.
Why people aren't interested in building
Yeah,
a
like
business.
your score here, right? Your potential predictive modeling. Seeing why 53% don't continue after the first year.
Yeah, so, sorry, what was your original question?
Your thoughts on it, essentially.
Like, why would these people
Yeah,
not?
or the value behind it.
Okay.
It's a vague question, but I'm sober.
It is pretty vague because, yeah, I couldn't even understand this question fully, but I can answer you in a lot of different sections. So, I think a lot of ABO quit doing this business at the first hand is that they lost interest or it's not making money. So I think it's this one, right? Isn't this one? So how we are gonna see this is we analyze the activities of those new ABOs and say and try to find if they still have the interest in Amway. For example, if this ABO is still like visiting the Amway website a couple times, but it's not making any amount, like not making any revenues, we're gonna tackle this type of situation by, like maybe their uplines want to educate them more in how to make money or like how to find customers. But if this ABO, he's making a lot of money, but or like say it's only get a 5 score on the earning amount, but get 0 in all other sections. Maybe this ABO does not know how to get a customer, or this ABO is just losing interest in Amway. And then we will, like maybe feed them with more training courses, or like the upline is gonna, talk with this ABO to, regenerate the interest. So that's different strategies. And definitely, since we want more people to stay in Amway, we're gonna spend a lot of effort on that. Does that answer your question? Or thank you.
This really isn't a question, but I really like this in that, I think as you and I discussed, in a lot of ways we get kind of stuck in our own metrics, which might just be PV, maybe number of people you sponsored, maybe customers, but we don't necessarily look at it over a span of time to really use this type of modeling to not just as a company sort of think, hey, this ABO is at risk. But I like where you went and said, if we could gather that data in a specific way and then indicate to an upline, because as you and I discussed, a new ABO is like picking up a golden nugget. You just don't want to throw it out in the trash.
That's true.
You want to nurture it, right? And so I think this is really a great insight that you have. We could do more and do more with it. As you and I discussed, we hold all the data, and we should maybe try to do more with it. So my hat's off to you in kind of articulating that. So good job.
Thank you so much for helping me on this, Greg.
I have a question for you. Do you have a favorite Amway memory or moment during your time here?
I would say a lot. Like the best training part is I love the ABO acumen, and I love how every time like when I reach out to people, they just like, if I ask them, can I interview you? Everyone will say yes. And they're really willing to help me for my onboarding process. They're really, really willing to, answer my questions when I was like interviewing their onboarding experience and how they're thinking of AI. And I love to see how everyone is so excited to see AI coming to our department or data science coming to our department. Yeah, I don't have like a specific favorite memory because Amway is just so good.
Any final questions? All right, let's give Natalie one last round of applause.